Started. Okay, cool. Hi guys, hope you're all well. I've just set the stream to start now. We don't start for another like 8 minutes or so, but just because we keep having so many technical problems, I thought I'd set it on a bit earlier. If you are already here and you happen to be hearing this message, all you'll need today is a blanket or perhaps a rolled mat if you have a spare one, or a long cushion, like a sausage cushion. So any of those three will do, whatever you have available, it will do. So I'm just going to head out now. We'll start the class at 6 o'clock, and today's theme is all about openness. So hopefully see you there. See you in a moment. So, hi guys, thank you for joining today, those of you that have managed to make it. You're here with me, Amisha, and we're here for our daily yoga session. So today's theme is all about openness, and in terms of openness, I'm thinking more physical openness, but also a bit of the mental aspect too. So finding space in the mind, space in the body. And we'll be looking today at some chest openness, and the idea behind this really came from the fact that throughout the days when we're at home in isolation, a lot of us are hunched over, working at desktops, working on laptops, not really getting the space in the front body. So today's practice is really trying to re-energise the front body, find some opening, a bit more of that space, and hopefully take away some of these practices that you can then use at home as and when you need to. So we'll jump right in. So if you didn't catch my message earlier, for today's practice you don't need very much, just the space to practice in. And if you do have a blanket or a long cushion or perhaps a rolled extra mat that you could borrow, please have that handy. If not, don't worry, we can always modify. I appreciate that, we have to use what we've got at the moment. So if you are ready to begin, we'll start with some breath work. And we'll begin lying down on our mat. So using your blanket or your long cushion, just see if you can roll it up into almost like a sausage, a long sausage. And you kind of want it to run down the length of your spine. So we're going to come to lie down on the rolled blanket, or whatever prop you have handy. If you don't have one, never mind, that's okay. And you want it to, again, run down the length of your spine, and depending on how long it is, perhaps it will come under your seat, perhaps it will come underneath your head, but you just want to make yourself as comfortable as possible. And we're going to try to encourage that sense of openness to begin with, just by lying down and conducting some breath work. So when you're down here, allow the shoulders to roll out towards the floor, so allow them to become heavy. And to encourage that sense of opening through the chest, we're going to lie down with our palms face up. So really encouraging the shoulders to roll back, and encouraging our shoulder blades, our scapula, to begin to retract together. So it's a very gentle sense of opening, so make yourself comfortable. And do whatever you want to with your legs, so perhaps legs can be long, perhaps legs can be bent, knees might track together. Knees might track aside, either side, with soles of feet touching, so coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. This is quite an intense stretch on the groin area, on the inner thighs, if you haven't already stretched out or done any other physical activity today. So if you are in this position, if you're comfortable here, perhaps bolster yourself, maybe with a couple of blankets underneath each of the thighs, and if it becomes uncomfortable, just stretch the legs out, come to lying wherever you're comfortable. So bring yourself in this position, and we'll begin as we normally do with 3 deep breaths. And every inhale, taken in through the nostrils, we want to sense the chest beginning to expand and rise, the lungs filling with air, and then as we exhale, we'll exhale through the mouth, keeping the lips nice and soft and open. We're just sighing the breath out without forcing it, without causing any strain in the chest. Allow the breath to exit the body completely. So taking a deep breath in through the nostrils. Open the mouth. Let the breath out into the room. And with that exhale, beginning to feel that quality of heaviness, that sense of relaxation. Twice more, take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Open the mouth. Sigh the breath away. And again, feel the body tracking down towards the earth. Once more, take a deep breath in. And a nice long breath out. Feeling the breath completely leaving the body. And as you are, perhaps finding yourself comfortable enough to allow the eyes to close. Perhaps letting the lips gently touch together. And we'll begin to tap into the cycle of Ujjayi breath. So noticing as the breath moves in and out of the nostrils, feeling a gentle constriction at the back of the throat. So feeling that gentle contraction, a partial closure of your glottis. And that really creates that audible sound of breath. So as you breathe in, almost like a gentle snoring sound, and as you breathe out, the sound of a wave lapping against the shore. So tap into your breath at this point. And notice with every in and out breath, the breath becomes longer. With every out breath, the release is more satisfying. So allow your mind to meditate on the sound of this breath. And here and now, as we are coming to center and ground ourselves on the mat, we feel that sense of supportedness as we lie on the ground, secure in our practice today. And the mind and the body slowly and gradually slowing down. And if the mind becomes distracted or thoughts arise that distract you at all, bring your mind gently back to the sound of the breath in the body. And as you are, gently, as we come to explore the concept of openness today, in the body and through the breath, we'll begin to tap into something known as diaphragmatic breathing, so deeper belly breathing. Often in our day-to-day living, we content ourselves with breathing very shallowly, so breathing primarily through the upper part of the chest, so through the thoracic part of the spine. Our breath is shallow, where we can bring our breath into our body a little bit more deeply and bring our breath into a more mindful state of being. So on that note, slowly start to draw the attention of the mind to the feeling of the breath in the nostrils. So grounding the mind into the body, noticing perhaps the temperature of the breath on the nostrils. Noticing perhaps the pace of the breath as it enters and exits the body through the nostrils. And without changing anything, just noticing how it feels, the sensations that come to pass with every in and out breath. And then slowly allow the mind to wander down a bit deeper into the body, noticing that every in-breath and out-breath creates a gentle wave-like motion in the body. A gentle rise and fall, a gentle ebb and flow. We can begin to isolate that sensation now. So perhaps placing one hand, maybe your right hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. We'll begin to notice whether with each inhale, we can begin to draw the breath further into the body. So as you inhale, feeling the chest beginning to rise, and then the belly slowly expanding as it fills with air. And then as you exhale, feeling the left hand begin to sink down as the belly draws in, and then the right hand also drawing down as the last of the breath leaves the body. So bringing the attention of the mind to that movement in the body, And noticing whether every in-breath reaches the belly, whether that movement is felt in the hand, and whether every out-breath, the belly sinks down, the breath completely leaves the body. And the breath should be easy, not strained or tight, but gradually, slowly, moving like a wave, uninhibited through and out the body. Allow it to become a smooth motion. And then taking one last deep breath in through the nostrils. Gently opening the mouth, letting the breath go, releasing the hands back to the floor. And then slowly, in your own time, gently opening the eyelids and bringing yourself back into the body, bringing yourself back into the room as we slowly begin our practice today. So gently perhaps draw the knees in towards the chest. Feel free to remove the blanket from underneath you. Draw the knees in, give yourself a gentle massage, rub the lower back across the floor. And then when you're ready, start making your way up to all fours. So perhaps catching hold of the knees or rolling to one side, and we'll come straight into tabletop position. So bringing the knees roughly beneath the hips, so they're hip distance apart, tops of feet are down on the ground, palms flat on the floor underneath the shoulders. And from here we'll come to thread the needle, so beginning to open through the chest, open through the side body, take a gentle twist, press into the ground with the left hand. As you inhale, draw the right hand up to the sky, and then bring it behind you as you open the chest. Exhale, sweep the right arm through the left, draw the right shoulder, the right ear down to the ground, keeping the hips roughly above the knees. And some options with the left hand, perhaps you can press into the ground to twist the body a little bit more, press that left shoulder up and away from the ground. Or option to walk the hands slightly further ahead, so stretching through the underarm side, stretching through the left side body. Deep breath in, feel that length. And then as you exhale, feel that quality of heaviness, right side of the body sinks down. On the next inhale, press back into the left hand, push the body back up to all fours. We'll take it to the other side. So as you inhale next, we're going to lift the left hand from the floor, keep pressing the right palm down, reach the left fingertips up, and then slowly bring the hand behind you, find that twist in the lower spine. Exhale, draw the left arm through the right, bring the left ear, the left cheek down to the floor. I'll just turn around so you can see. And then options again, perhaps pressing into the right palm on the floor, twisting the shoulder up away from the ground. Or option to walk the right hand further forward. Feel the fingertips nice and active as you find that stretch all the way through the right side body. Deep breath in, feel the length, feel the twist. And then as you exhale, left side of the body becomes heavy. On the next inhale, release the right hand back to the floor, press the ground away, come into all fours, and we'll prepare from here to come into downward facing dog. So begin by spreading the fingers nice and wide. We're going to tuck the toes under, and then keep pressing the ground away. Find that opening through the back of the scapula, so feel the shoulder blades drawing apart. Take a breath in, begin to lift the hips, lift the knees from the floor, press the arms into the ground, find that length, and then as you exhale, drop the heels down towards the floor. So from here, just taking a small motion, perhaps walking the heels out one by one. Perhaps wagging the tail from side to side. Bring the attention back to the breath. Notice whether the breath has quietened down. Can you draw the attention back into the mind? And then on the next inhale, pressing the left heel down, begin to reach the right heel up to the sky. And then as you exhale, we're going to step the right foot forward, drop the left heel down towards, left knee down towards the floor. From here, untuck the back foot, and then as you press down with the right big toe, begin to draw the arms up as you inhale. So keep pressing down through the toe as you reach up through the hands, find that length in the body. And then as you exhale, turn the palms forward. Exhale to keep bending the arms sideways, coming to baby cactus. Draw the arms back, open through the chest. Maybe extend the spine a little. Brilliant, one more deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands back to the floor. Untuck the back toes, step back to downward facing dog. Take a moment to walk through the heels, or find a moment of stillness. On the next inhale, plant the right heel down. Begin to sweep the left leg up, point the toes. And then as you exhale, bend that left knee, step the foot between the hands, drop the right knee down, and release the back foot. So finding yourself again in a low lunge. Press down through the big toe joint of your left foot. And as you do, inhale the arms up. Reach, reach, reach. Take one more deep breath here. And then as you exhale, turn the palms to face the front of the room. Begin to bend the arms out to the side, come to baby cactus. Draw the elbows back. Find a gentle extension through the spine. Imagine the collarbones drawing apart. And then exhale, on the next out breath, plant the hands back down, tuck the back toes under, step back to downward facing dog. And then perhaps wherever you are in downward dog, maybe finding a moment to nod the head yes, shake the head no, and release the spine, release the neck, let the head be heavy. On the next breath in, we're going to begin to shift the weight forward as we come to plank. So beginning to press the heels back towards the back of the room as the top of the head draws forward. Keep pressing into the earth to separate the shoulder blades in the upper back. And then as you exhale, bend the elbows in towards the body, shoot the elbows back, lower all the way down to the floor. Release the tops of the feet down towards the ground. Catch hold of the hands behind the back. Trousers keep falling down. And then on the next breath in, really plant down through the tops of the feet, plant down through the thighs, and find your grounding with the pubic bone on the floor. On the breath in, begin to lift the arms behind you, so drawing the shoulders back, pulling the arms away, begin to lift the head from the floor. So finding yourself in a locust pose. One more deep breath in. Exhale, gently lower down to the floor, release the hands towards the ground. Allow the forehead to come into contact with the floor. And then on the next inhale, we'll take it one more time. This time again, drawing the hands behind you, interlacing the fingers. Really ground down through the legs and the tops of the feet. Inhale, pull the arms back. Imagine the shoulder blades pinching together. And push the back of the head back as if you've got a hand pushing against it. Deep breath in, keep that control. And then exhale, release the hands. Hands come to the floor, either side of the body, underneath the shoulder blades, or underneath the shoulders. As you inhale next, press into the tops of the feet, lift the chest away from the floor, come into cobra. So keep pressing the top of the head up, draw the collarbones wide. Imagine that the shoulder blades are gently coming together behind you. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, tuck the toes under. And then from here, slowly coming back to downward facing dog. So finding yourself back in the dog, perhaps finding a moment to walk through the heels, perhaps finding a moment to find some stillness, or gently rocking the tail from side to side. And whichever version of downward facing dog you're in, whether you're doing a dynamic movement or staying still, Noticing whether you can press the hands into the ground. Find that length through the upper body as the tailbone points up towards the sky. Taking one more deep breath in and a long sigh out. Open the mouth, gently release the breath into the air around you. And then on the next in-breath in, we're going to begin to lift the right foot from the floor. Point the toes, send the toes towards the sky. And then as you exhale, bend the right knee, step the foot between the hands as we come into some standing poses. So we're going to come into warrior two. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. So from here, lower the left heel down to the floor, and we're looking for a perpendicular kind of positioning. So front foot, right foot is pointing forward, left foot is pointing out to the side. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to windmill the hands, left arm and then the right as we come up into warrior two. So nice long stance, press down through the outside edge of your left foot, really ground down through the front toe of your right foot. We're looking for a 90-degree bend in that front knee. Reach the arms out either side of you, then see if you can draw the shoulders back into their sockets. So find that stability there. Keep pressing up through the top of the head. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, release the hands behind you. You're going to interlace the fingers and pull down towards the glutes. We're going to pull down towards the floor. At the same time, we're going to step our left foot out slightly and turn the toes so that they're pointing to about 11 o'clock. Deep breath in, keep reaching the hands down. Draw the chest up to the sky. Find a gentle back extension. And then as you exhale, we're going to tip forward, folding forward, and using our hands to help us hinge forward. So coming into humble warrior. Keep pulling the arms away. Keep opening through the chest. Allow the head to be heavy. One last deep breath in, and a long breath out. On the next inhale, slowly releasing the hands, windmilling back up into warrior two. And then exhale, we're going to windmill the hands back down, turn the back foot up, release the heel from the floor, step back to downward facing dog. On the next breath in, begin to lift the left foot from the floor, pointing the toes towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. We'll take it on the other side. So windmill the right heel down to the floor. And again, we're looking for that perpendicular kind of positioning. Left foot is pointing forward. Right foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Deep breath in. Windmill the arms up and over, coming into warrior two. So again, reaching out through both of the arms as you keep drawing the shoulders back into their socket. So a bit of a push and a pull going on. Broaden the chest. Notice if you can pinch the shoulder blades slightly together. Take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, release the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. We're going to turn the back foot in slightly, so it's pointing to about 2 o'clock. Inhale, reach the chest up, draw the hands down. And then as you exhale, folding forward, left ear comes to the inner left thigh as we lever the hands up and over. Humble warrior. So again, keep drawing the hands away, open through the chest. Release the head towards the floor. Let it be nice and heavy. On the next inhale in, release the hands. Windmill them back up into warrior two. And then as you exhale, release the hands back to the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. And find yourself here for a final downward dog. Maybe finding a moment of stillness, reaching the heels towards the floor, pressing the tailbone up towards the sky. One last breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to come down to sitting. So find your way down towards the mat, perhaps crossing one leg over the other. Or perhaps just lowering the knees down together. Whatever feels good in your body. And coming together onto the floor to do our final few movements. So pressing the soles of the feet down to the ground, reaching the arms ahead of you, find yourself inhaling, reach the top of the head up, find that length through the upper body, and then as you exhale, slowly curl the spine, And gently make your way down to lying on the ground. Nice. So nice and controlled. Find yourself lying comfortably on the mat. Knees are bent and feet are roughly hip distance apart. Palms are pressed down to the ground either side of the body. And then from here, as you inhale, press into the palms, press into the heels, as you begin to lift the pelvis, lift each of the vertebrae off the floor, coming into our bridge pose. Taking one last deep breath here. As you exhale, gently release the palms to the floor, untuck the shoulders, and gently curl the body back down towards the earth. Slowly does it. From here, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a bit of a gentle counter stretch. So drawing the knees in, massaging up the lower back onto the ground. And tapping back into the breath. The breath need not be forgotten. Perhaps moving with the breath as you move to one side, inhaling. As you move to the other, exhaling. So mindful movements. When you're ready in your own time, slowly make your way back up to seated. And from here we'll come into a seated version of bound angle pose. So Baddha Konasana, like we kind of did for those of you that took this option when we were lying down at the beginning of the class. So finding yourself with the soles of your feet pressed together, and entirely up to you how far you'd like to step the feet away from the groin. So the further out you take the feet, the more of a diamond shape you make, the slightly easier the stretch, the closer in towards the body, deeper muscles working there, and the more trickier the stretch. So find a position that works in your body. And then when you're there, take a deep breath in, press into the soles of the feet with the thumbs, as the fingers kind of frame the tops of the toes. Inhale, reach the top of the head up. And then as you exhale, we're going to come to curl down. We've done a lot of opening through the body, the front body today. So we're going to take a bit of a counter stretch again. As you exhale, option to walk the elbows over the shins, perhaps stepping the palms slightly further forward, and allow the head to melt down towards the feet. So curling through the spine, let the head be heavy. And feel that depression, that release through the backbone. And depending on how far away from the feet you are, it may or may not be accessible to perhaps roll your blanket up, pop it on the feet, allow the head to rest there. Can be quite nice for the head. Taking deep breaths here. Noticing whether the breath has become quick, can you slow that down? And then on the next breath in, slowly padding the palms back towards you, slowly making your way back up to seated. We'll take it through the last pose here before Shavasana, our favourite thing. As we come back to the mat, stretch the legs out long ways, and slowly come to lie back down on the spine, on the back. And from here we'll come into fish pose, so straighten the legs out towards the end of the mat, planting the hands down on the floor, either side of the body. And then from here we're going to start to wiggle the palms underneath the bottom. So right hand comes underneath the right butt cheek, and the palm is face down on the floor. And then the left hand does the same as well. So place some hands underneath the glutes. And what you might find is that we have a slight bend in the elbows, which is fine. So try and get the hands as square as possible underneath the glutes. When you're there, stretch the legs out ahead of you, and then as you're going to press into the elbows, lift up. On the next inhale, slowly press back into the elbows, draw the gaze back towards the toes, and then as you exhale, slowly release the body back towards the floor. Gently remove the hands from underneath you. perfect position to get into Shavasana. So perhaps if it feels good in your body, draw the knees in, give yourself a final massage on the floor, draw the knees in, circle the lower back against the ground, remove any kinks, and then when you're ready, gently release the feet back towards the ground. Allow the shoulders to splay out to the side, palms come to face the sky. The legs can be long, knees can be bent. Find a position that works in your body. So whatever feels good at this time. And if you have an eye mask handy, or something to place over the eyes, or maybe some warm clothes to place on the body, perhaps I should have cued that first. Please feel free to do that before we come into Shavasana. Because once you're there, it tends to get a little bit cold. And we'll be here for a few moments, just absorbing the goodness of this practice. Taking time to draw the attention back into the breath, making us aware of the muscles we've moved and stretched and warmed. Practice the openness that we may have achieved in the upper body. And as you come to lie down in Shavasana, begin to draw the attention towards the sound of your breath. So allow the lips to close, maybe allow the eyes to close. And tap back into the Ujjayi breath, if that's comfortable. So generally beginning to lengthen each of the inhales through the nostrils. Lengthening each of the exhales through the nostrils. And let that sound, that feel of the breath, become the focus of your attention. Not what's going on around you, not any other noisy distractions perhaps in the house, not the sound of the TV downstairs, just the gentle rise and fall of the chest, the belly, and the sound of the breath in the body. The breath that animates the body and provides life. And perhaps to achieve that state of calm and to remove any last niggles, tension, stress in the muscles, we'll take a gentle scan through the body, working from the crown of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes. With every exhaling breath, noticing if we can melt away any of that last remaining tension. So allowing the crown of the head, the scalp, the skin therein, to slowly unfurl, loosen, release any tension. And slowly that sense of warmth and ease begins to move down the body. The forehead might uncrease. The temples may relax. And the brows may unfurrow. And then slowly that sense of ease travels down. The eyelids become soft and heavy. The cheekbones, the skin of the jaws relax and become heavy. And the chin begins to gently track down towards the chest as the throat slides back towards the earth. And the shoulders rest heavily against the ground. And that sense of heat and ease travels down the arms. The elbows release, the forearms are heavy on the earth. The wrists, each of the fingers are at at ease and relaxed. And the breath moves easily in the body, gently, slowly, without strain, moving in and out. Any sensations of tightness in the belly are reduced. And that sense of ease slowly creeps down towards the legs. The bones of the pelvis relax. Any tension left in the hips melts away. And the thighs, the hamstrings, the calves and shins all find instant release. The bones of the ankles, the muscles of the feet are easy and relaxed, and the whole body is calm and still. And for the last few moments, there is nowhere else to be. There is nothing else for you to do other than to observe the body in its natural resting state. Slowly draw the attention back to the breath. And slowly on the next breath in, if you choose to, option to carry on in Shavasana. Or slowly on the next breath in, taking a full, deep, wide breath into the lungs and a long sigh out as you exhale. Slowly begin to draw the attention back into the body. Begin to notice the sounds, the smells, the sensations around you. And then in your own time, drawing the knees into the chest. And when you're ready, slowly rocking up to seated. Finding yourself in whatever position is comfortable for you. And when you're there, slowly, if the eyes are closed, allow them to be so for a moment more. Bring the hands, the palms together in front of the chest and the heart space. And then closing the eyes if they're open, or bowing the head gently. Take a bow and thank yourself for your time and your practice. It's been a pleasure practicing with you. And I wish you a lovely evening. Namaste. So thank you to everyone that practiced today. I'm sure you've had a wonderful time. I have, for sure. Hopefully see you again tomorrow. If you have watched this video, if you liked what you saw, please do give it a thumbs up. Please feel free to subscribe and share with anyone else that might benefit from short sessions like this. And feel free to leave me a comment if you enjoyed something today, particularly struck a chord with you. If there was something that you had a question about, please feel free to post and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, hopefully see you again tomorrow at 6 o'clock, where we'll explore a different theme